Hello and welcome. I am Nicole with Equally Creative by Nicole, and I am here to share with you another fun holiday project. This is day 6 of my 12 days of Christmas. My dates are all convoluted. However, um, let me share this fun project with you. This is a project I did with my friend Lisa, who is also a demonstrator, and I got to join one of her classes, and I definitely enjoyed it. So I told her I was going to case her idea and share it live. So I'm so excited for you to join me. Let's see. So let's turn the camera down so you can see what we're going to make first. Okay, so we are going to make these adorable little reindeer envelopes. You can see I have a York peppermint patty in there and a little candy cane, and this one is a little flatter with a Ghirardelli square and a little bit of the candy cane here. So let's get started because this is just so stinking cute and way easier than you think. So let's get started here. I have quite the mess going on. So hopefully it's not too distracting from the amount that you can see. I do have a bit of a glare today. I apologize for that. So the first thing I am going to do is cut my paper. So this is the Take a Bow paper. It can be purchased with the Take a Bow dies, and that creates those fun 3D loopy bows that you can attach to gifts. But today we're going to use this for our envelope. So there are 48 pieces of this very, very fun holiday paper. This is available through the end of the month while supplies last. Obviously, it is one of our fun double-sided DSPs. So let's go ahead and let me share how this is done. So you have a 6x6 square in one of these paper packs, or you can cut any of your paper to this size. You're going to be gentle when you're scoring a piece of DSP so you don't tear it. If you have a scoreboard, it can be very helpful for this. We are going to cut this off at 5 1/4. And we're going to keep the leftover piece. It is going to serve as the cute little belly band. Okay. So here is the back side of this one. So set that aside. Now, on this short side, I am going to score at 1 1/2. Let me double check my measurements. Yes. Okay. So 1 1/2. And again, I'm just going to do one score. Oh, I said that and I ended up doing 3, but it was super, super light because the DSP will kind of tear and you really don't want that to happen. Now from each side, we are going to score this at 1 3/4. And again, I'm going to do this super light. It is barely there. And then I'm flipping that around. And I will do 1 3/4 from this side as well. Again, barely there. I don't know if you can even see the score marks in here at all. I can barely see it right here. Okay, so that is all you need for your trimmer is that one cut and those 3 scores. Now, you are going to fold this in or out depending on which side you want to show. And I really like this stripe, so I'm going to have the stripe be my peekaboo. So the body of my envelope is going to be this fun polka dot, and then the belly band and the peekaboo part is going to be the stripe. All right, so we scored this at the bottom. This is going to be one of your little envelope pieces. So you can see you'll have like a little little space right here, but you'll also end up with a little space back here. Okay. So you're just going to gently fold this to create like a little collar for that peekaboo for the inside. Okay. Just flap that over, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Now, I found it helpful so that I didn't tear at the corner to just kind of hold my finger there until that bend was completed. So that just helped it to not get torn at these little corners. Okay. So honestly, this is the easiest little pocket envelope on the planet. So now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to, like, there's no other adhesive. It doesn't really need it. There's no adhesive in here. Slide this off. Just opens back up. Okay. So slide this back on. Okay. And I just lined it up, and then I tucked my candy cane inside the pocket here. And then tucked my York peppermint patty in there. And there you have it. Okay, so that's what that looks like completed. So we have our base ready to go. Now, the trick is that you do not want your belly band to be super, super tight, because you do want this little guy to slip on and off, and you want to have enough room to tuck the gift card in there, money, your candy, however you want to do this. So I just kind of lined that up at the top, made a little bit of a bend there, a loose bend. I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal Plus to hold this in place. A couple little pieces there. And then I'm just going to kind of loosely connect this. I'm kind of pulling apart here. And then press that down. So this is pretty loose. It should slide right on here. I leave the connector at the front. We're going to cover that up with our reindeer in a moment. So you can see I have some room in this pocket here, and then room in here to tuck additional goodies. Okay. And I have a few things up here. So I'm going to try something a little bit different next go round. Now, if you're like me, you have a lot of products. You've got some things that are older, some things that are newer. So you're really going to love the fact that all these circles are with the stylish shapes dies. These are retired, but any circle shapes are going to work. I even debated some other shapes, but I really didn't have time to play with a variety of shapes. So I stuck with Lisa's plain old round circles is what I'm trying to say. I said I was a little sleepy today. All right. So I just want to show how super stinking cute this deer is and how easily it goes together. So obviously my circles are going to be concentric. Again, any 3 circles. This one right here is just a little added layer to help my deer pop up a little bit further. Okay. So I'm putting that right as close to the center as possible. Let's see if I can pull that up just a little bit. There you go. All right. So now let's put together this miracle product here. Okay. So this deer is going to go together so amazing. So when I saw this in the catalog, I was like, oh my God, that's so many teeny tiny little pieces. There's no way, right? No, it's 3 pieces. And the way they go together is just so ingenious that it's, let's just show you. Okay. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of the all-purpose glue. This just helps me to kind of slide it if I put it in the wrong place at all. I literally just put a little on the forehead and the neck. And then I'm just going to line this up starting at the bottom. And then because I used that glue, it is going to be able to slip slide around just a tiny bit until it is in its place. So the same thing for this piece. Just a little teeny tiny bit of glue on here. And then I am lining this up. Now I want you to notice the whites of the eyes. Okay. So I'm going to line this up so that these ears match. And then it's going to match up these edges. And again, just make sure everything is lined up. And like, can you see the whites of the eyes here? That is crazy, right? Just amazing. Okay, so here the deer head is set and ready. I am going to use a little adhesive dot, a mini adhesive dot here. My little adhesive boogers. And I'm going to add my bow to the neckline here of my deer. Okay. Now, my friend had some older embellishments, and so we have this fun little green sparkly embellishment. You can't really see it too well on video, but it's really adorable. And then I decided I needed a little bit more sparkle, so I went with a regular old rhinestone for that one. But what I noticed was that there are at least 4, probably more, current embellishments that would work if you wanted to match your green in the paper or add a little bit of extra sparkle. So I'm going to try one of these clear ribboned adhesive backed dots. I have not used these at all. So, and they look pretty sparkly. And so I wanted to give that a go. And I think I'm going to stick with the smaller one. Put the putty on here, right? I'm just going to put that right on there. Oh, that was a good choice. Okay, so let's pull that up just a little bit so you can kind of see maybe a tiny bit of that sparkle in there. I love that. And then let me share with you the set that the reindeer comes from. I am using Cherry Cobbler today. It actually is not the identical color. This is Poppy Parade or Real Red. And I just really like Cherry Cobbler apparently. So I mistakenly pulled that out, but I think it worked out okay to have it just be a little bit darker. So again, happy accidents, right? All right, so we are going to not use any of these stamps because again, I wanted to mimic my friends. And so she had a cute little Merry Christmas from an old set. And then I found a For You from an old set that works really well for this. So we're going to go ahead and do the For You on this cute little flag label. Okay. So this is one of those clear photopolymers, so you can just kind of see where it's going. I really like that aspect for some of the words. You really know where you can go with it. You don't have to stamp first and then tape your dies down. You can do the die cut first and then stamp it afterwards. But let's show you what these look like. Okay. So here are the photopolymer stamps for this. They obviously match this. Okay. And then these are the dies that you can get to go with this. So you can see these are the 3 deer head pieces that we put together. We've got box pieces, some wonderful holly leaves, and a wreath. I've seen people put this around the outside of their deer, or the wreath here, Christmas tree, another bow shape here. So that's the bells, actually. I can see how that would cut that out. Okay. All right. And then the 2 deer that cut out as well with the little baby. So lots and lots of fun. Thank you to my friend and teammate Mary, who gifted me this wonderful pre-made magnetic sheet, because it came in very, very handy to grab that and put that together. I usually create them on my own with the air conditioner vent magnet pieces, and I just add them to the sheet that they come on. But that was so helpful. I didn't have to do anything, and they were a bear to pull off. So it was very helpful to have that. So I am going to put my deer head on. So I'm just putting a dimensional under that white one and on top. That's really going to make the deer kind of pop off of there, like it is mounted. So that's how 3-dimensional that is. Okay. Then I will add another glue dot to the back of this, and I just put it in the center and pulled that off. And then you can either go directly below, or I did this one at a slight angle, which I think is kind of cute. So I'm just going to push that on there. And then I am going to add a tiny bit of adhesive right on that belly band. And I've lined up the belly band where I want it. And so now I can line up my deer head so that it is in the center here. Okay. So that is what that envelope looks like. It is, again, the perfect size for a gift card. I'm going to tuck another candy cane in because I have lots of them and I think it's really adorable. However, I wonder if I can get 2 of these Hershey Santas in there, or if that's going to be too much. I think it might be a little too much. So I'm going to go back with my York peppermint patty idea, and we'll just put that in there. Okay. So there you have it. The fun reindeer gift card envelope, mini envelope. Let's see, I'm going to slide this up under there to get rid of some of that glare, and you can see what those look like a little bit better. Let's see. Lighting. Why is it that lighting is always a problem? You can see I have so many lights in here, but the camera gets in the way of the lighting. Nothing's ever perfect, right? I am obviously not a professional camera person, so I hope that you enjoyed those fun reindeer, and just seeing how adorable and quick and easy those reindeer go together. And again, the whites of the eyes. I'm going to take some photographs in the daylight, and that will definitely help. But again, let me know what else you would love to see. I do have a schedule, but I'm willing to throw it out the window, obviously. So if there's something you want to see, I would love to create that for you and show you how you can do it too. That's it for tonight. I will be back tomorrow night with another Christmas gifty for you to create. So have a great night. I hope you're not too crazy with this season, and I'll see you tomorrow.